This is a 1949 Chevy Styleline, right? This thing is fully custom, badass, and in this video we're going to get into it and its owner and find out what it's all about. This is ADHD Customs.
Hi, I'm Grant. I'm a local custom enthusiast. I stumbled across ADHD Customs on YouTube, and I was surprised to find there was no actual sort of American custom, so I got hold of Neil and asked if I could come in a video. Now, I am the chairman of a hot rod club locally to us called the A602s. I'm also the PRO of the National Street Rod Association. So in my mind, custom is low, dirty American cars, not the German stuff you guys drive around.
So how long have you had this beautiful car?
I've had this one 11 years.
Really?
Much,
So
yeah.
Was it standard when you bought it?
No. It had the blue paint, had the 305 in it, but it wasn't on there. Had the sparkly thing, and a friend of mine brought it for his wife, so it was a girly car, and then sadly they had a bereavement in the family, and I purchased the car.
So what wheels are these?
So these are rocket racing wheels, and obviously proper white wall tyres.
Are they
None
proper?
of your, like, flappies.
They're proper white walls. Yeah, no, I've had flappers before, and one of them nearly took my ear off.
Yeah, so the white wall tyres have been on there probably longer than they should have done. They've probably been on there 9 years now.
Oh really?
So they really need replacing.
They
the
still
ones
look
at the
alright.
back run on the skirts.
Yeah.
The thing is, they could do with a clean, and I tell you, the best thing I found to clean them is WD-40.
Oh really?
Put a WD-40 rag, brings them up lovely.
Do some
Who
wheel,
knew, right?
do some wheel spins as well, I suppose.
Yeah.
So suspension-wise, what you got? I'm assuming it's on air.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at this
Sort
then.
of an old school air system. It's got solenoids in the back.
Paddles.
No AccuAir, no digital
No
sensors.
paddles then, I take it. Yeah. Let's see this thing.
That runs a-
Let's see it drop. Oh, there it goes. Look at that. Yes, absolutely lovely. Oh, there we go. The back's down as well. Look at the stance on that. That's amazing.
So when we did drop it so that we can drive the car, or I can drive the car completely on the deck, but it is very bumpy.
Yeah, I have seen you drive around on the deck before. Yeah, but it's all,
So cool, right?
it's all part of it. It's all part of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. So what's the engine in this bad boy?
So we're currently on a 350 Chevy.
350 Chevy.
So I had the engine built by a company called Cotton Custom Fabrication,
Yeah.
local lads up in Biggleswade. When I say lads, I mean lad, Pete Horn, very cool guy.
Right.
And yeah, this is his lovely shade of foundation that he paints all the engines he builds.
Oh wow, that's very nice hearing aid colour.
Yeah, it's great. I didn't get a choice in that, but he's a cool guy. I lost the top to this morning, driving down here. And all I heard was tink, 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 and I was like, "What the hell is that?" And the little chrome top fell off.
Oh, it just
and
fell
was
off.
knocking around in one
Oh,
belt.
oh well.
But yeah,
Very nice.
there are
Got
worse problems to have.
all the Edelbrock stuff on it. Very nice. See, I'm not going to pretend I know what I'm looking at here. I know I'm looking at a V8.
Yeah, Chevy V8.
That's as much as I know about American stuff, but
And we have a Holly carburetor underneath there.
okay.
No, we don't. We have an Edelbrock
Oh, Edelbrock under there. Oh yeah, it says it on the front there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's lovely and warm.
Four
under.
barrel car.
It's lovely and warm under here. Look at that.
You have to use the throttle linkage. We was at a show in Stevenage and my throttle linkage broke, so a group of the boys went down to Halfords, got some brake cables, and we repaired the throttle linkage
With brake
at the
cables?
show as a temporary fix.
Oh right.
That was back in September.
Well,
I've got to change it. I've got to do it.
If it works, it works. That is amazing, this thing. Look at that. I'm just going to have a little look around here. You've got the side pipes going on down here.
Yeah, leg pipes, they were cool.
Look at that. Down the side there.
So they've got 2 motorcycle silencers in the back.
Motorcycle silencers?
Yeah, right in the back. So you can see, just before it turns out, there's 2 silencers. Otherwise it'd be a bit crazy. But if you want to go full bad boy, you can take them out. But
right. No. Oh, okay. It does sound good, this thing.
So there's no door handles at Chevy. So I have a solenoid kit on all the doors. So I have a remote control, go ping, and it pushes the door open.
Right.
But it's the most unreliable piece of technology you'll ever come across. Right. So more often than not, I just put my hand inside.
All right. If it works, it works. If it works, it works. So speaking of the interior, let's have a look in here. This is.
So it's very, very basic, very bare bones. No power steering, but I've got a giant steering wheel.
Oh right, that helps, doesn't it? Leverage.
Yeah.
You've got your dials down there. You got your
wire gauges.
Your gauges down there. Very nice. And so, oh, look at the roof lining.
Yeah, we put roof on the fur. The missus likes it to keep her feet warm when you're doing stuff.
You put roof on the fur?
Put fur on the roof.
Yeah. That is very cool in there. Let's have a little.
Hello.
Right. Oh, you've got some pinstriping going on the back.
Yeah, so I've had pinstriping. That was done by Tootle and Nefarious. Nefarious sadly passed away. He's the one that did the underneath. Tootle did the letter work.
Right.
There's some Nefarious pinstriping on the side and some Tootle pinstriping.
Right, very nice.
On the other car as well.
Very nice. And you do have another car, don't you?
I do. I'll send you a picture so you can show the lovely viewers. But
or maybe we should do that in a different video.
Yeah. It's currently in about 1 million pieces, so if you want to, you can come and film each individual piece.
That's fine. I'm sure I can try and edit them together into a car.
Yeah.
Right, shall we start it up so we can see what it sounds like?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
On the deck.
Very, very nice. On the deck. Able to drive it on the deck. One day, people, one day, part of my channel is one day I'm going to own something like this and I'm going to save up, and you'll see one day on the channel I will have something like this. I will.
A few moments later.
Right, we're out for a drive, checking out what it's all about. Very loud in here. You can probably hear it on the video, it's very loud in here, but it's a good loud.
I don't think it's that loud.
No?
It's not as loud as the T-Bike here.
No, right, yeah.
Although the missus says it's louder in the back as well.
Although to be fair, my T4 was just as loud as this. I had like a drone that went through your head.
So you're saying this is loud. We've driven this car to Spain.
Oh wow.
To Barcelona. So from here to Barcelona we drive it all the way. Drive it all around Belgium. Been to the classic Le Mans. We stayed over in France for a week. Driven it to France. I've driven the arse of this car.
Really? Fair
nice
play.
long cruises. Every year we do.
So it's reliable?
Yeah. No, I tell you the stories I can tell you. I drove this to Belgium. It caught fire. I opened the bonnet. There was like flames coming out the carburetor. Took the air filter off and stuff. And this guy come over with a fire extinguisher, put the car out with water, and I was like, no,
not water.
No. Pulled the spark plugs out, pushed all the water out of the pistons, put the spark plugs back on, air filter back on, started her up, drove her home.
Wow.
This car will get you there and back again.
Wow.
But last year, or this year, 2004, we did one of the tours of Wales, where you go all up around some of the national parks, up mountains, down Traverses. That was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That was amazing. We did 2 days, did about 1,000 miles. It was amazing.
Wow.
If you ever get a chance to do something like that, it's very cool. And it's on our doorstep. It's like being in an episode of Grand Tour and you're like 3 hours away. It's
really?
amazing. Yeah, I'll send you some photos if you like.
I would love to do that. I need me one of these. I need something like this. I need to venture over to the hot rod side, which is what I've always wanted to do my entire life. The reason I built the T4 was because I couldn't afford a hot rod, so I built one. But I think it's time to start. In the next few years, we'll see what I can do.
Drum brakes all round, but she does like really stop.
Oh, it does, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people go, oh, why haven't you put disc brakes on? There's no need. The drum brakes work.
If
fine.
they work, they work. Got some power.
Yeah, she's a heavy girl.
Oh, yeah.
She's a fucking heavy girl.
But still, I love the fact that it's right-hand drive. Because it's from Australia. I love that.
Yeah. But also, it means the car isn't worth as much, which is weird because you would think it would be worth more.
I would have thought that.
Hot rod snobs turn their nose up at it.
Really?
Right-hand drive, yeah.
See, I would have paid more. I'd pay more for a right-hand drive.
And it's four-door, so lots of people don't like four-door. But I've got 3 kids.
You know what? That doesn't bother me in the slightest.
They love kids.
Yeah, but they do. Mine did in my T4. They just loved going out in it. It was like everywhere we went, couldn't go on the motorway anywhere without people just thumbs up everywhere. Beep thumbs up all bloody day long. Going to the seaside, people constantly thumbing up, and yeah, I loved all that. I'll go grab it. How'd you get out? Just pull that. There we go. Right.
Mind your legs. Don't burn your legs.
Oh yeah. Right. I'll go find that. We lost the cap off of the little air filter thing on the thing. I'm going to go find it. We just heard it fall out. There it is. There it is. There it is. The joy of custom classic cars, eh? Look at this thing. Look at it. Oh, I need one. I need one. This is the future of the channel, people. I need one.
Find it.
There you go.
Oh wow. Well, it's not even scratched. But
No.
I think I might need some
Air ride system going on.
Yeah. So this got a Mustang fuel tank that we put in a floor pan here.
Oh, okay.
Because the original fuel tank was taken out when the car was imported over from Australia, and they had like a spun aluminium fuel tank in the back, and it held like enough fuel to get you to the petrol station.
Oh really?
Yeah. So you got a big ass fuel tank.
Yeah, that's good. I'm assuming what's the MPG on this, dare I ask?
No, it's not too bad. It's about 22, 23.
Oh, that's not bad. My Golf's only 30.
Yeah. The T-Bucket, the little one, is a lot worse.
Oh really?
I don't know why. That's got a Rover V8 in it. But
Oh right, Rover in it, has it?
yeah, so this we had there's a place in Watford called Southern Axles. Redid my axles, so I've got like a long set of gears on it. So once you're on the motorway, it's really good.
Oh, this is. Oh right.
We built it just for these like European cruising.
Right, I get you.
But it's not very quick off the line. I think your Passat would beat it.
Oh, do you know what? I was gutted. I actually wanted to do a reaction video today, reviewing the Passat.
Oh right.
I bought the Passat. I thought it'd be funny to get you in the passenger seat and do a reaction video.
Oh, we can drive to yours, but isn't it broken again?
It won't. Yeah, I've broken the Passat. I broke the Passat on the way here, but it's what it is.
Spends a lot of time.
Maybe another day. Maybe another day. It's just the clutch. Can't handle the power. I need one of these cars. Look at this. Look at it. Look at all this. Don't know how good the GoPro's been playing up lately when it comes to. I don't like it as much, but hopefully this is filming all right, and hopefully you can hear the talking as we're driving, because it's very loud in here. Look at it all. This is amazing. Oh, I need one. This is custom. This is it. Look at this. Look at the microphone gear lever. That's mad, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Anyway, got some exciting news coming up as well. There's a reason I'm here in this car, and there's a reason we're here with Grant. I'll let you know all about it in a minute.
A few moments later.
So what did you think to the drive in the car?
Driving the car was absolutely amazing. I love the sound. I'm not even sure if the video picked up Grant talking earlier on the GoPro, because it was. We'll have to see when you'll know by now anyway. But the little special thing I was talking about earlier, if I actually talked about it earlier, I can't remember. But Grant really wants to look more into all the Volkswagen stuff that I do, and I really want to get more into the hot rod scene that Grant's in. So we're thinking maybe collaboration is in order here. You may be seeing Grant on the channel a lot more.
Oh, hope so. I'd like to come and see, like to come and play.
Yeah, so.
Not wearing shorts though.
No, I wear shorts. He don't wear shorts. He's cold. But, so, there could be a big collaboration on the cards. In fact, there probably is going to be a big collaboration on the cards, but watch this space, people.
Before you go, let me see your Golf. Like, I've never seen your Passat on the road. I've seen it parked outside your house.
Oh, there we go. There you go. It
doesn't actually drive.
I was driving here in my Passat. And I was going to do a reaction video of him in the passenger seat of when it goes into full boost. But I broke it on the way here again.
Never mind. So we're going to have a look at the daily, shall we? We'll have a look
we can have a look at the daily. Let's have a look at the daily. It's not as good as this, but it's
not as good as this.
It's not as good.
I bet it's got a heater.
Yeah, no, actually it doesn't. You say that, it gets lukewarm.
Did you make?
No.
No, it's still tape.
No, it's still tape. I haven't actually painted it. I will get round to stuff, man. Get off my case. It's still black, yeah. Yes, it's a daily. What do you expect? Look at him with his posh car. Now he's.
I wouldn't say posh.
Don't mind all the crap that is everywhere. Someone's got a vape problem, but and it's all leather. It is all leather.
All the way around.
It is fully leathered out.
I've never actually been in a Mark III Golf convertible.
Haven't you?
No. So we've had Mark V Golfs.
Right.
We've had Mark 8 Golfs, Mark 7 Golf, never a convertible.
Really?
Never anything this old.
I would show you the electric roof, but I broke it.
So the roof doesn't actually go down?
No, it does. I switched it to manual. In the boot, you got a little thing you can switch to manual, and then you can just put it up and down with yourself by hand. It's actually quicker. One day I was in the car and I thought, I'll put the roof down, it's nice and sunny, and I pressed the button, the roof got halfway up, and then the roof dropped, and I heard this weird, the only way I can explain it is, it sounds like using quite a lot of lubrication on a woman. it made this awful lubricating squidgy noise from this back corner, and then under the car suddenly appeared a big puddle of hydraulic fluid, and I blew, all I can think of is that I blew a hose off of the actuator that lifts the roof.
So it's like hydraulically operated?
Oh, yeah, there's a hydraulic ram each side.
Wow. So how does that work with the manual then?
I think, I don't know how it works. In the boot, there's this switch that you can literally, a big gold switch that you just switch it across and it becomes manual. I think it just must bypass the hydraulics. Cool.
So what about sound system in here? Have you got some subs?
I've got that stereo and some speakers here in the door and some speakers behind us there, all pretty stock.
I miss like 90s stereos. We had the graphic equalizer. I had the Kenwood mask. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Banging stereo.
I love the Kenwood stuff.
I had that in a Mark III.
Yeah. I had the one that flipped round. It was like, is that the mask?
That's the mask.
Oh yeah, I had it. It looked like just a black panel.
That's it.
And you pressed it and it flipped round.
And then the Sony did like a fake one where it just flipped down.
That's right.
And then the controls on the other side, but it didn't fully rotate.
Yeah, that's right. Although this is still a face-off, I think. Do they still face off these days? This stereo is only about that deep.
Yeah, because you've not got a CD player in it.
No, I didn't want.
Cool. That's what I've got in there, but I go through about one a year because it leaks. It leaks like a bitch.
I'm holding
so every year
camera.
I have to change the stereo. It's a consumable now. You just need to put another one in.
So this drivable, these engines don't mind the panel there.
Oh, that's great. Adds authenticity.
These engines are renowned for sounding like you've got a blowing exhaust, but you haven't.
All right, it just sounds.
It's like a.
Oh, okay.
You hear the little. It sounds like it's blowing.
The little fart.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
what are your plans to this? You're going to hot rod this?
No.
Just leave it as it is.
This is just going to be my daily. It's covered in crap. And oh, another thing in this car is whenever I change gear quite harshly.
Oh, that's handy. So you have like a little extra storage.
There's a little extra storage there, and all I can think is somebody's fitted a new, because the leather on this is actually part of the stick.
Oh yeah.
See that? That's actually part of the stick. And I think someone has fitted it too short or something. So now if I'm really ragging it, I'm just, yeah. It's very annoying.
Well, the gear stick in the Chevy is like a microphone.
I've seen it, yeah.
If you boot it like that, the weight of the microphone pulls it into first.
Oh, does it?
So if you're at a lights and you're in drive and you're like, boom, and go da-da-da, and go straight down into
Oh,
first.
shit.
And then you have to go, oh shit, put it back.
Oh, shit. But
It's crazy.
yeah, the minute there seems to be lots of crap in my door. These vapes are terrible. I'm going to stop doing them in the new year. That's my resolution. Am I in gear or not?
Lots and lots of black and black and black and black.
It is
and black.
very black in here. Even these are black. Like,
Wow.
yeah, it's a lot of black. On logbook, this is actually known as red black edition.
Oh, okay.
So it's actually a special one, apparently, red black, because all the trim on the outside's all black
And
as
when
well.
the roof's down, is it noisy to get a whistle from the bar? I always thought these would be super cool.
No,
the Golfs
nothing.
without the rollover bar.
No. They would be nice without that. I like the way the seats at the back go up. Like it's almost like a little cockpit
like a
in the back.
windscreen.
Yeah. No, the only noise I get wind is from
Quite roomy in the back.
is from here when I'm driving over 60 with the window up.
Well, gosh,
It's just it's more than that. It's like a
you get wet if it rains.
no, but if I park the car on a flat surface, then this little pocket in my door down here fills up with water. But luckily I park on a hill like that, so the water seems to run off the front and it's fine.
So no, you're not going to put this on air.
No, it's just a daily. It's just a daily. I'm trying to fix the Passat to then maybe sell the Passat to buy something. I'm not sure what I want to buy. Something similar to maybe, I don't know.
Something similar to a Chevy from Australia.
Maybe, yes. Maybe.
V8.
Maybe. I don't care what engine it's got. Just so it looks good.
So if you had a Chevy like that, what would your engine choice be? Would you go full on hot rod American V8, or would you put in a 1.9 turbo?
No.
So you wouldn't put an engine in?
No, I'd want to go old school. I want the V8 sound.
Yeah.
I want the V8 sound. I want side pipes. I want. Yeah, it would be 50s style. I would go full on 50s style. Yeah, that's what I like. That's my thing. Like the style yours is now is the style I've always drooled over.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the stuff. I had toy cars of them. Not that one. It was more like the Mercuries, but they look very similar.
Mercuries are so unaffordable.
Yeah,
they're like the best in the world, but jeez.
Yeah, that's
so much money.
That's what I thought yours was.
Oh,
I thought it was. I actually thought it was.
Mine is very entry level. You can't get cheaper than a Chevy.
Yeah,
it's
well,
like bargain basement.
You know what?
On a budget.
It's still out of my budget.
Yeah.
That's entry level for you.
I don't know. I've had it a long time, but everything on that car has been done to the budget. Like I had the air I donated. I put on Facebook saying I want to put my Chevy on air. Has any of my mates got any spare parts?
Yeah.
And then like someone said, I've got some airbags. Another dude was like, I've got a compressor.
Oh right,
and
you
we
do it
just,
that
like,
way.
rolled it all together.
That's how I would do stuff normally. Yeah.
Otherwise, if you walk up to a shop and go, I want to put air ride on the car, it's like the price of the car to get it on air. So
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. It's hard, isn't it? Because especially when you have more than one car, it's like how often can you drive them? Where can you take them?
Yeah. I take my Passat out just for the sake of it because it sits there otherwise.
It's like stress relief. It makes you smile, right?
It does. I love it. I love it.
Definitely.
Exactly. I mean, there's only so many wanks you can have in a day. So go in that new
42.
car. Yeah.
Yeah.
42, is that your record?
That's it. Yeah. Other than that, I get beat.
Yeah.
It's the magic number.
Yeah. You want that just powder.
That's it.
I've completely gone off kilter with what we're talking about now.
Masturbating in the car. No, I'm going to follow you up.
All right.
Because I want to put some miles on the car because I haven't driven it since September.
No problem. Yeah.
And I feel bad for getting it out. I'm not going to wash it.
No. It's
gonna
winter.
drive it.
Who washes cars in winter?
Not me.
There's no point wishing. There's no point washing a car in winter because you drive down the road and it's filthy again.
Very cars are to be driven.
Yes.
All right, so maybe we'll see you in the future. We've got swap meet coming up. I've got a couple of bits to do in the Chevy if you want to come over.
Yep.
Have an expert mechanic. You bring one of your world famous hammers and a pair of shorts.
Yeah, I'll do that. Cool. I'll do that. Hammers and shorts.
Fix my little cap that we found on the road. Yes.
With some glue. Just a bit of glue, but yeah. That's the extent of my mechanical knowledge, I think. Gluing and hammering.
That's it.
That's what we need.
And then I'll follow you back up to Owsley, see if I can find these.
Don't tell them where I live. The stalkers will be after me. All the stalkers.
You said you lived
they're
in
all
Owsley in a
stalking.
million videos.
No, I'm joking. Right. Okay.
Yeah, we're currently
There's a lot of crap in here.
Mayfair.
Are we?
No, we're not.
I don't know where we are. We're in. Where are we?
Walmer Green.
Walmer Green. We're at.
Oh my God! I saw this. I thought you had a bottle of Malibu in your car.
No, that's whatever's on that side is from my missus, and whatever's on this side is from me. And there's a lot of.
How was the Boxing Day show?
What Boxing
You
Day
went to a
show?
Boxing Day car show, didn't you?
Oh yeah, no, it was alright. Have you not watched the video? I thought you was a fan.
I did watch the video, but it didn't look all that inspiring. It looked really foggy and muddy.
It's because I used the GoPro and it was really cloudy, and it just didn't pick up any good quality video because it was so cloudy.
Sort of tractor, Land Rover.
Yeah, no, it
Land
was.
Rover,
It was
Land
pretty
Rover.
much tractor, Land Rover, tractor, Land Rover, Land Rover tractor, and I think there was a Land Rover. And then on the other side there was a few old cars.
Okay.
Other than that, I smacked my front skirt getting up the curb. There's a lot of lowered cars, but you had to drive up a curb in the mud to get onto the show. So
there was one yesterday called the Cold Turkey Run. It was in Cromer in Norfolk.
Right.
So I said to the missus, "Do you want to go?" And she's like, "Yeah." I said, "Because I've got to get the car out next day for Neil anyway."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh," she goes, "Where is it?" I said, "I don't know. I look, but we just go, right?" And I said, "It's Cromer in Norfolk. It's 2.5 hours away on the beach, and it's going to be foggy." She's like, "Absolutely not. Put the car away." That was it.
Fair enough.
But I think that was mainly hot rods, but there was a few of them down there.
Yeah,
There's about 100 drove down there.
Oh.
We're doing a thing later in the year.
Yeah.
If you fancy it, I think it's May the 26th, where we're driving to Cornwall,
Right.
and we've got a week in Cornwall with hot rods.
That sounds good. I better get a hot rod.
Or meet us down there.
Yeah, I'll just meet you down
Or just
there.
jump in the back.
I probably won't trust a Passat for that trip.
No?
Unless I can get the clutch. Actually, if I can get to be fair, if I can get a clutch that freaking works, the rest of the car is perfect. It's just the clutch that's the problem. So
Better get a clutch in.
I better get a clutch sorted. I better get.
Do you even know where to get one from?
Yeah, I can get a clutch. It's a stage 3 racing clutch I need. It's like a 3 paddle clutch instead of a disc. Apparently they're really hard to push. The springs
Yeah.
so that's what I need apparently, because I need a stronger spring and 3 paddles.
Do you reckon that's going to destroy the driving experience because you've got to work so hard? You're going to end up with one like really strong leg.
Oh, my legs are like tree trunks anyway. No, I think it'll be fine. I think you get used to it like any car. I've driven worse. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure.
What's the worst car you've driven?
Ooh, worst car I've driven or owned?
Owned.
Mach 3 Escort.
Yeah.
1.3.
I had a 1.3 Mark III Escort.
Did ya?
Sold it to a mate of mine, who then drove it through his front door. He was dicking about with it on his drive.
Right.
Leant through the window, started it up. It was in gear, and literally drove it into the front of his house. It was in his living room. I was
my
like,
God.
holy shit!
Jesus Christ. No, I painted mine. I was about 19 and I painted it exactly like Starsky and Hutch.
Wow.
It was already red.
Wow.
I put the stripe on it, and it had a 15-inch sub in the boot.
Very cool.
Mark III Escort, 15-inch sub in the boot, and a Starsky and Hutch stripe on the side of it.
Man.
It turned so many heads, but I'm not sure if it was for the right reasons. But I felt cool.
I had an MG ZR or ZT, the little MG.
Yeah, yeah.
The ones that are based on the Rover 25s.
Okay,
with
yeah.
the K series engine. And for like 3 days it was great, and then it was the worst car. It kept in a head gasket every day. Something different would break or fall apart.
Right.
Fucking hated that thing. I ended up giving it away to the scrap man. I just wanted it gone out of my life.
Oh my God. No, I've had some serious. What was that? The Fit X19 I had, I loved that. You know what a Fit X19 is?
Yeah.
I loved, but at the age of 22, I painted satin. I was the only one back in the day that done a satin black car. No one else was doing it back.
So that's where that come from. That was come from
Maybe
you.
it was from me. Yeah.
You started all that off.
I'd done a satin black X19, and I removed the hideous, huge front bumper.
Yeah.
Without realising that the reason that front bumper was so big and weighted was for a reason, which I found out after, was the fact that it helps the car brake. because it puts weight on the front wheels because it's a rear engine car. So when you're braking from about 60 miles an hour, the car just skips like a skimming stone on a lake. And I learnt this lesson. I came flying up a road called Wadden Way in Bletchley, and I was being a bit of a boy racer, and there was a whole pub garden full of women and blokes having a drink, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna floor it. And there's a little mini roundabout, and a car just turned in, and I thought, oh, I want to be a boy racer, I'm gonna go around the back of him. So I went round the back of him, and then a car reversed out of the drive in front of me, and I had a split second to think, bus stop full of pensioners or the pole in front of me. So I aimed for the pole, knocked the pole down. The entire pub stood up and roared like, yeah, it was like a Mexican wave that I just written my car off. And I'm sat there and I'm thinking, oh my god, I've just ruined my X19, I've got to try and get it out of here. And then suddenly it occurred to me, my engine's still running, it's rear engine, it's fine. So I reversed off the pole, drove home, and there was literally a V shape right in the front of the car, from there to almost the windscreen, just a V. Wow. Yeah.
You write it off, or did you fix it?
No, there was no fixing it. There was no fixing it. But and that was the end of my X19.
Wow.
And my pride.
What's the car that you've had, sold, and regretted selling?
My T4, the one that's been on the channel. I regret selling that. I had a Volvo 850 T5R.
Oh, okay, the quick one.
The quick one, and I had it up to 501 horsepower. I'll show you it on camera. I had this thing. Bear with us. In my old cars, where is it? My old cars.
Man, that's a lot of Asian porn.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. No, it's not all Asian. That was it there.
Oh, okay.
Where is it? Where's the dyno readout? Oh, I've had an Evo and all the stuff like that.
Never had anything Japanese.
My old Mark 1 Astra GT. Where's the dyno reading? Here it is. Here's the engine.
Yeah.
I spent all the money on, and there was my.
Wow! Holy shit!
501 horsepower, and it used to destroy Skylines, Evos. They used to come up next to me, and I had the loudest dump valve you could possibly buy. It was called a DB36 by Is it Bailey's?
I've never had a dump valve.
And it was so loud it had a trumpet on the side, and I used to go past people on push bikes, and they nearly used to fall off. But then the gearbox literally melted.
So I have another hot rod, which looks really cool, right? There you go. If you can, I'll send a picture anyway. You put it up. So we had that dyno at a show, and we all had a bet to see how many horsepower that's got. Right. So it's a Rover V8, 3.5 litre Rover V8.
Yeah.
Makes loads of noise. Sounds really aggressive.
Yeah.
Sounds really mean. How many horsepower do you think it's got?
Was it Rover V8?
Yeah.
Stock.
140. No.
What?
74.
Really? Rover V8? Oh wow. There's
like nothing to it, but it is a fiberglass tub, so it's literally the engine in the seat.
It weighs nothing.
It's a fun car to drive, but it's got no power.
Oh wow.
I had a Daimler DS420 hearse, and like a lead sled before I could afford an American car, because I kind of think they really look like an American car. You used to put the disco in the back, and I sold that, and it got bang race, and I'd always regret selling that.
Oh really?
Should have just kept it, man. It was just the coolest thing in the world, but it didn't owe me any money. It needed some welding, and and it just.
One of my cars that I regret, and it was my favourite car to this day, was a Mark 1. I'll post a picture up here. It was a Mark 1 Astra GTE in black.
I just don't get the Vauxhall thing.
I was 20. I was 22. It was a Mark 1. They're worth so much money now. It was a Mark 1 Astra GTE Mark 1, and it had the rare Ermster front twin headlight conversion on it, and I had it stored in my mum's garage for 7 years after I got married and moved out. And one day I went back and I thought, I'm going to restore this car. I took it all the way to my new garage where I was living, where I was married, and I thought, right, first things first, take the front wings off, see what it's like underneath. And it was immaculate when I stored it, right? And the bulkhead was so rotten the car was about to fold in half.
No way.
If I'd have jumped in the car, it would have just done that. It was rotted out that much in a dry garage for over 7 years. So
Vauxhall for you.
I sold it for 500 quid.
So I nearly brought a Chevette.
Oh right.
Because they were going, it was 150 quid.
Yeah.
It was like powder blue Chevette.
Yeah.
This is about 8 years ago for 150 quid, and I was like, I
like Chevettes. I like them.
It was like the 2-door one. It was. I don't know. It's just something about. See, I always had like Triumphs. I had a Morris 1800,
right?
Land Crab, hydroelastic suspension. I let all the fluid out, so it looked like a lowrider.
Yeah, yeah.
That was cool. Used to get tugged by the police and that all the time. But yeah.
Yeah, I've chopped a few springs in my time. A lot of cars. I've chopped a few springs in my time. It's like, buy the lowering kit or just
chop the springs.
Chop the spring. Yeah, they do it in America all the time. Why can't I do it on a Golf?
And did you get the dink dink when you move around?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's standard. That is. But now it's all about coilovers, isn't it? They're cheap as eBay coilovers. You can get for everything now, can't you?
Yep. Well, you can't get them from my Chevy.
No, but you don't need it for that, do you?
Because they had leaf springs. So when we used to lower the leaf springs, we used to take a leaf out of the spring so it bends.
So it just bends.
Or we used to get lowering blocks. So we used to mount the axle above the spring and put a block in between, so the spring hang lower. Yeah.
I was actually looking at doing that for my Caravan. Don't know if you've seen my Caravan.
Yeah, you got Freedom or something.
Yeah, a little Freedom microlight thing. It's tiny, but it's so big inside. Proper retro looking thing, but it's on leaf springs. And so I want to get some blocks for it, and I want to slam my. That's another thing I'm going to do in a video. This year I will be building the interior of my retro Caravan, and I'm going to be slamming it on its arse. So yeah, I want a slammed Caravan.
Cool.
That's what I'm going to be doing.
We could just stick it on airbags and then run like an airline out, so you can go down and up.
I thought about that. I did think about doing air on it, but I could do air on it, to be fair. But I'd be a bit jealous of the Caravan if my Caravan had air ride and my car didn't, to be honest.
Slammed Caravan sounds fun.
Yeah.
How are you going to level it up and stuff though? You're going to have to jack it up to drop the legs.
I don't know. I've not thought about far ahead. Maybe I'll add the legs down the height I like them, and then once I get to a show or where I'm camping, I just drop the air suspension onto the legs.
Yeah, perfect.
Job's a good one.
Slam a Caravan.
Yeah.
Someone's done that though, right? I've seen a slam Caravan in Belgium.
I've seen my Caravan I've got slammed. Yeah? Yeah, but I'm going to have to cut some tubs out, and I want to put some big hot rod wheels on it as well. I want the wheels to go up into the body. But
haven't they got like a weird stub pattern on the Freedoms? They're like a 100E stub pattern. They're like a wide 4, aren't they?
No, not on mine. Mine's like a 4... It's what is it? It's 4.8. Is it? No. It's 4 by 108 or something. I think it is 4 by 108.
Yeah, it's like a Ford 100E pattern, isn't it?
Is it?
I think so. I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
They used to be.
I know people have put mini lights on them and stuff, but you can buy adapters for anything now. And I need to bring the wheels out anyway.
Wolf race. Slots.
Yeah. I would like slots actually. I had slots on the Beetle. Anyway, right. This has been car talk.
Sorry,
this has been car talk. That could be a different video.
Taking up too much of your valuable time.
That could literally be a separate video.
Could be, yeah.
Car talk
down memory lane.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I still had my hearse. That was the coolest thing. Could sleep in that now.
Hearse. My first ever camper that I slept in was that Passat when I owned it 20 years ago.
Yeah?
And I put curtains in the back. When the back seats fold down, it's the exact size of a double bed.
Wow.
So I actually fitted curtains in it and everything.
So why are you macking about with a Caravan? Why aren't you sleeping in that then?
Because it was fucking freezing.
So I have 2 Caravans that I take to the show. One that's a nice modern Caravan with a shower and everything, keep the missus. And I have a retro pop-up Caravan, which I'm desperately trying to get rid of.
I know you tried to sell me it.
I did.
He tried to sell me his Caravan. It was quite a cool Caravan, to be fair.
Needs to go. It just lives at the side of my house, causing me pain.
Yes. Yeah, we came to see it, didn't we? And it was nice. We thought it was really cool, but Catherine was like, "Seems a lot of work to put that up." And I was like, "Yeah, it does."
It is. I like to roll up and have the kettle already boiling.
I've done the folding Caravan thing. I'm happy with my little Caravan, although I do actually think my current Caravan is the reason I've got so much damage to my clutch and my Passat.
Because you're towing it with the Passat.
I towed the Caravan with the Passat, and around the time the clutch started having problems was around the time I did a launch with the Caravan attached.
Oh, I would imagine that's not designed for that.
No, I was pulling onto the M1 at full speed.
Were you racing someone?
No, I just thought
just bored.
I just bored. And I was like, I wonder if this can pull this at full boot, and it did. it went full boost, and this Caravan was just flying behind us. But then I started having clutch problems afterwards, and I realised that might have been the reason the clutches.
Yeah, man. I would imagine that's it.
So yeah, but anyway, right. I need to get back and edit this video and put it out.
Don't forget, like, subscribe, buy the merch, and all that jazz.
All that bollocks. Right. Happy days.
See you later.
I'll see you in the next one, people.
Bye.